Howdy folks, hope you're having a good night tonight at the presentation awards. Sorry I can't be there. We booked a family holiday quite a while ago and I couldn't get out of it as much as I tried. So I'm disappointed not to be there. Would like to have had the opportunity to address the people I wanted to thank in person and congratulate the award winners. Anyway, not to be, but I hope you have a great night. When I took over as coach this year, I had one simple goal really, and that was for the side to be competitive. Obviously we've come off a number of lean, uncompetitive years, and we wanted to turn that around and become competitive. And I think for the most part, except for a quarter here or a quarter there, I think we were competitive in every game, which was quite satisfying and tribute to the playing group and the way they played. The club is no longer easy beats, and I think actually towards the end of the year we were probably the second or third best team in it. It did take a while to get going, as was expected, but once we did get going, I think we were a very good side, and it was disappointing not to make the finals, because if we got there we would have done some damage in my opinion, but it wasn't to be, and that should be a focus for next year. What worked? I think the integration of the players who played in the twos last year into the ones. It did take a while, but after a settling period, that really worked well, and that, along with recruiting players like picking up players like Luke Penny, Sam Oxley, Corey Buckley, Elijah, Dave Alford, really gave us some strong playing stocks, and made my job a lot easier. What didn't work? I think training is still an issue with the club. Training improved about 50% on the year before, and it was better, and I think those people that turned up would agree that training sessions were worthwhile, but really still we didn't have the numbers that we wanted, and we missed key players at training, and it then struggled to be able to implement a game plan that we could play on Saturdays, because not everyone was at training. So that's something that needs to be looked at next year as an area to improve. I'd like to thank a few people for their support of me throughout the year. Firstly, the committee, who gave me the job, gave me the opportunity, and they supported me strongly throughout the year. They do a fantastic job. It's a small committee, and they do a lot of heavy lifting and go unappreciated or underappreciated. But I really thank them for the work they did for the club and the support they gave me. It's Curtis, Tom, Pete, and Geordie. Thanks a lot. The leaders of the team, obviously appointed Dan Keating as the captain again this year. He's a terrific leader, and that was an easy decision. Anton Brown, vice captain, and Dave Fernandez as deputy vice captain. I often called on those people when the going got tough, and really they weren't just on-field leaders, but they were like assistant coaches, because I didn't have any assistant coaches, and they did a terrific job. Their attitude was first class, and they were definitely role models for the rest of the team. I remember texting Dave halfway through the year, Fernandez that is, and said that I was really struggling, and he put things in perspective for me. I text Keats on a number of occasions, and he was always reassuring, And I think Anton's attitude this year was first rate, so thanks to those people. I'd like to thank Jared Lapthorne, single him out, because at the start of the year when I didn't know anyone from the seconds team, I gave Jared a call and found him to be a terrific bloke and someone who really supported the integration of the seconds and seniors into one club. He's not only a great footballer but a great person. He was a great help to me. Weekly text, who's available, and he would then reach out to the people he needed to, and that was fantastic. I'd like to thank the Water Girls. I think Paul and Lappa's partners, they were the envy of every every club in the competition, and they did it for no reward, just ran water out to the boys, and they appreciated that. So thank you to them. Lucy, the trainer, she probably had to listen to my antics on the interchange bench most of the year, but she did a great job with the team, and thanks a lot to her. Next year, I think it's really important that whilst I stand aside, that the club keeps marching forward. I think another step in their level of professionalism, away from social footy towards serious senior footy is required. I think the club, if it sticks together, can create a nucleus of a very strong club. I think we need to move towards an absolute seconds and seniors process, and not some people still preferring to play in a lower level because it's easier to get a kick, or because it's at 9:30 in the morning, and it's convenient for them. I think there needs to be a level of commitment that goes above convenience and more towards sacrifice, and if we're going to be successful, that needs to happen. I think training attitudes need to improve, but most of all, I think we need to stick together. After the year we've had and the improvement that we've shown, we can't stand still and rest on our laurels there, and we definitely can't go back to where we were. We need to take another step forward. So hopefully that happens. I'll be still around the club helping to select another coach and supporting the team next year as often as I can, and I hope we take the next step, which would be to play finals. Thanks for the year. Really appreciate the support of everyone. Lastly, I'd like to thank all the players who played. Everyone had a red hot go, and I couldn't be more prouder of everyone's attitude and performance. Thank you very much.